Of all the things that I've done as a photographer, what I'm about to talk to you about has had the biggest impact on my business and has shown me the biggest growth in what I do. It's really kind of like the secret sauce. And that thing is called the Power List. I first came across the Power List about 3 years ago when listening to a podcast called the MFCEO Podcast by a big, huge American guy called Andy Frisella. Andy's a wildly successful CEO, podcaster, speaker and author, and his biggest concept that he talks about all the time on his podcast is how to win the day. Now, I've talked about this technique before actually, way back when in the very, very early days of this channel, when I thought it was really cool to do everything in black and white and super arty. It's almost embarrassing to link this video up, to be honest, to show you, but cringy videos aside, I've actually done this pretty much every day for the past 3 years. These days, it's part of my daily journaling practice. The Power List sounds like a rah-rah fluffy piece of motivational BS, but actually the concept behind it is a really useful tool to help keep building momentum in anything you want to achieve. I just use it for my business and life. The key to the Power List is that it builds momentum. Oftentimes when we want to achieve something really, really big, we try and do it in these massive, huge steps, which are really difficult, really complex, and leave us feeling like we don't want to do it again. The actual key to success is to do stuff little and often. So if you want to lose weight, you eat a little bit less and you move a little bit more. If you want to get really, really fit in the gym, you go to the gym a few times a week, but you don't try and do it all in 24 hours. Business and creative goals are no different. If you're interested in finding out more about how to make money from sports photography, then check out my How to Be Successful with Sports Photography course over on Udemy. Links in the description below. The concept's really easy. Basically what you do is you list down 5 things that you want or need to do that day that moves you closer to your goal and what you're trying to achieve. That's it. The hard part comes from doing this every single day and playing the long game, knowing that it's going to take a long time to get to your big ass goal. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. The important thing to remember about the Power List is that chores and to-dos aren't what go on this list. Food shopping is not for the Power List. Alright, these are 5 things that move you closer to your main goal, to your main kind of business or creative or photographic goal, whatever that might be. It's not a list of chores and to-do for the day. The concept's pretty straightforward. If you can complete your 5 action points in the day, you win the day. If you win enough days of the week, you win the week. Win enough weeks and you'll win the year. You probably see where I'm kind of going with this. The idea of winning is ultimately with yourself, it's not with anybody else. And by getting you to actively work in small actions every day, you start to see real progress in what you're trying to do. When I look back to the growth that I've had in my working career over the last 3 years, it's really down to the fact that I've won a lot of days in small, regular 5-step actions. By consistently working on keeping up good relationships with clients, finding new clients, promoting the business, editing photos, recording this vlog, I've been able to build much faster than I could possibly imagine. But what most photographers do is they try and do a day a month where they just kind of like hammer the business, or at worst what they do is they sit and wait for work to come in and then they start to work, and that won't get you far very quickly. If you haven't already, take a moment to hit subscribe so you'll get notified whenever I post up new videos. At the minute it's about twice a week. I share most of my work on Instagram too, @BenSnapStuff, so feel free to give me a follow. Till next time.